Hi everyone, hi friends, how's everyone doing? All right, so I want to tell you guys today about the time I was working with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan on the set of Rush Hour 3. So, ever since I was a little girl, I wanted to be an actor, and once I came to US from my home country, I say, you know what, I'm gonna give it a try. Why not? And so I started as a background actor. For those of you who don't know what background actor is that basically in the movies and TV shows, you see people in the back work around, but they're kind of blurred. That was me. And so the for so I for a while I was doing the background acting, and then trying to get into the SAG-AFTRA union. So if you get into the union, the SAG-AFTRA union, you get to be taken seriously, and then you will get to be booked in the more serious roles or commercials. And you also get residuals. That means you just work one day and you get paid every time they air the show or commercials. So within 6 months, I was lucky enough to get that, and then I went to audition for Rush Hour 3, and that was actually for the crew members. So they needed a Chinese translator, and so I was lucky enough to be the Chinese translator for that movie. And so, by the way, my first language is Chinese and my second language is Japanese. English is third. And so then I went on the set, and I was so excited because, came from China. As a little girl, I watched many movies from, the famous actor Jackie Chan. And then, so for me to meet him in person, that was a big deal. So, sure enough, I met him on the set, and he was just the greatest person. We all know he's a hardworking person. He does all his stunts, but on the set, he was actually doing. So you know how when you shoot a scene, and in between, usually the crew member have to make sure the lighting's correct or the sound is correct for the next scene. So usually during that period of time, other actors usually just go back to their trailer. Background actors go back to our little chairs, and we sit and wait. But in this case, during this time, Jackie Chan was actually cleaning the carpet area, cleaning the set, okay, with like brooms and different things, vacuum machines even. And so I was just so impressed. I was like, oh my God, why is he cleaning? I think he's so professional, and he just wanted his set to be clean, to be not perfect for his next scene. And so then lunch came around. He decided to barbecue for everyone. And so then that day we had either turkey burger or regular beef burger. So he was outside the studio, and then he started making all these burger patties. And of course, I was like the first one there, I think. Maybe like there was like two other people next to me. And well, the whole entire time, actually, I was able to talk to his assistant, who she was very sweet. You know, she was Japanese, so I was speaking Japanese to her. So then by the time I was in front of the barbecue grill, I was just so excited. Of course, he made the turkey burger for me, and I was holding that burger in my hand like this, and I was like, okay, let me think. Should I eat this? Or should I put on eBay to sell it? Such a silly thing to think. But it was just that precious, right? And then I was like, oh, heck, I'm just gonna eat it. This is Jackie Chan's burger. Come on now, once in a lifetime. So I took a huge bite of it, and oh, it was the best turkey burger. I have never had such good turkey burger, and it was just, I just couldn't believe it, right? And it was so delicious. Thanks, Jackie Chan. And then once the lunch is over, we went back to the set, and we did a little bit here and there, different. Oh, ended up the producer wants me to also join the cast, just play a small role there, and then I saw Chris Tucker, right? And Chris Tucker, as you know, different movies, especially Rush Hours, we have the image of him being completely silly, funny guy. But then when my coworker and we were there, and I realized how he was such a quiet person, in real life. He just stands at the corner observing everyone. He's not even, talking. He just stands there the whole time. So of course my coworker, she was so excited to see him, and then she said, "Come on, take picture of me. Take picture for me and of me and Chris Tucker." I said, "Oh, sure." So we went over there, and then she asked if she could have a photo with him, and then of course he smiled and he answered, yeah, sure. And then so I took photo of my coworker and him, Chris Tucker. And then after that, my coworker said, "Hey, did you want one too?" And I said, "Oh, sure, why not?" So I took a photo, and so now I'm gonna show you the photo right here.
I'm Detective Carter.
And so yeah, that was the story of me being on the set of Rush Hour 3. And that was such a great experience. I hope you guys enjoy this story. Bye.